My name is Crispus Wadhimba. I'm the project manager for this company. Today we have the pleasure of introducing you to what we call the pre-engineered building solution. The pre-engineered building solution is an approach or an innovative approach that has been developed where you can fabricate or prefabricate a large building structure, and when you come to the site you just bolt it and install it on the already cast foundations. So in this case we have a supermarket that is coming up. The project timelines were very short, so we considered, do we approach the construction of this facility using the traditional concrete, wet concrete, or do we use the prefabricated structure? So the client accepted our proposal to use the prefabricated structure, where we approach our partners in Egypt, Beta Steel, and they were able to offer us this solution, which was able to help us deliver this project within the timelines that were there. So the pre-engineered building solution is an innovative solution that finds its roots in America, where we use what we call built-up sections. Built-up sections is an element where you use different member sizes or steel member plate sizes to come up with a structural steel member, whether it's a column, whether it's a beam, whether it's a truss member. In this case, we have, in this site, we have all of them. And using this innovative approach, we are able to cut down on the overall weight of the steel building and effectively cut down on the overall weight of the concrete that goes into providing the base for supporting the steel structure. So what do we mean by build-up sections? So traditionally in Kenya, we've been using steel sections or hot-rolled steel sections made up using the British standards. In this case, we are using American standards, where we come up with our own design for section members. So in this case, we have a plate which has been welded to another to form a member. In this case, this is a column. Now, using the build-up approach, we are able to design the member specific to the weight that it is intended to carry. So at every section of the member, we have calculated the amount of load that member is supposed to carry, and we are able to cut down unnecessary weight of a steel member depending on the load that is the member is taking at that point. So in this case, you see this member is already tapered, meaning at the very bottom there the load is less, so we have reduced the size of the member. Then at the very top there, you can see the member is wide because the load there is quite high. That way we are able to save in terms of the unnecessary weight of steel that could have been carried by a member which is the same size. And now if you translate that to several members in a construction site or in a facility, that's a huge saving in terms of the weight of the building. If you look at the truss which is above me, the same approach has been followed, where the size of the truss member is different depending on the point where a load is being imposed on that member. That way we are able to optimize in terms of the weight of the building vis-a-vis the load that building is supposed to carry, and that saving is a benefit to the client because they will not incur a lot of cost of unnecessary steel that is being used to build the structure. And by saving that steel also, we reduce on the weight being imposed on the concrete, and therefore the weight, the volume of concrete used to build such a building is less as compared to the traditional steel that we've been using in this country. So therefore we are encouraging Kenyans who want to come up with their industrial facilities, institutional facilities like halls or dining halls, or people who want to come up with churches, people who want to come up with a supermarket like this one. You know, you want open space to consider using this technology and be able to benefit in terms of savings by approaching a more optimized solution, a more affordable solution that is reliable and has been tested in this market and proven that it is working. This technology is this kind of structure is fabricated in Egypt. Egypt is part of the COMESA market, and therefore when we import this steel, which is already fabricated, you are not charged any import duty. The only you pay is VAT plus the cost of bringing that consignment from Egypt to here. We already have local installers here who can do such a job. For example, this structure here, which is around 3,000 square meters of floor that we have come up with for a supermarket, was constructed in a record, the frames were put in a record 3 days, and the roof is, which is because it's going to take stone coated roofing tiles, has taken a bit of time, which is it's going to take like a week or two. So we believe by approaching this kind of technology, Kenyans will be able to benefit, or many African markets where we want to sell this solution will benefit in terms of cost saving and time saving. So we are happy to introduce this innovative approach to the Kenyan market, and we look forward to many more clients such as this one who will give us an opportunity to develop or to implement projects using the pre-engineered building solution. It is a rapid deployment solution where we can be able to deliver a large facility within a very short time. We take pride in having delivered already in this market over 10 projects in the last 3 years, and we continue delivering on that promise, and we believe in the next 5 to 10 years we will be market leaders in this area of business. Thank you so much.